My name is Ryan Lane, and welcome to my review channel. So for today's movie, I will be reviewing Bodies, 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 directed by Halina Regeane and starring Amanda Stenberg, Maria Bakalova, Myha'la Herrold, Chase Wanders, and Pete Davidson. So this film follows Sophie and Bee, played by Amanda Stenberg and Maria Bakalova respectively, a couple that is relatively new to their relationship as they go to their Sophie's friend's house for a hurricane party. Yeah, they ain't exactly the smartest of the bunch, as you will see as the film unfolds. Anyway, so as they go to this house, and right immediately from the start, you can tell that this group of friends, they have a long shared history together, and both good and bad. You can feel the tension lying underneath the surface in the same way that all the characters are shown lying under the surface of the pool in the very beginning. It's a beautiful shot and is a good metaphor for a lot of the movie. Just a lot of tension waiting to bubble up from underneath the water. It's a great visual metaphor. Anyway, so during this hurricane party, they decide to play a game called Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Basically, it's kind of akin to Mafia of sorts, except instead of, sitting around a circle and coming up with, elaborate stories about how a person was killed, instead, it's people going around the house and essentially playing tag. And, at one point, it seems, one person takes the game a little too seriously and decides to straight up murder someone. And so this triggers a quest in which, all the surviving characters must band together to figure out, who's the murderer? Much like in a typical game of Mafia, or as it is called in this movie, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. And as they go on this quest, oh boy, remember how I mentioned earlier, a lot of tension between them? It just boils over, there is so much, there is bombshell after bombshell of, oh yeah, you did X, Y, and Z, and you did this to that, and it is insane, and the exposition is handled perfectly. It never feels forced, the moment the drama has reached maximum tension, the exposition is dumped like just a treasure chest of information, and it is a sight to behold. And yeah, also the tension is also really helped by the cinematography. It's claustrophobic, makes you feel uncomfortable, and throughout the film, as I mentioned earlier, there's a hurricane and the power goes out, and so the characters, they have to use their phone's flashlight function to try and navigate through the dark. And so it is amazing, whenever the audience, you will fear in the same way the characters fear what lies beyond the blinding light of their cameras. It is so claustrophobic. Plus the score, it's very reminiscent of Halloween. It's distorted, it is used at just the perfect moments. It's used during sequences of tense moments, but it thankfully cuts out whenever the characters are just grilling each other on their dirty little secrets and just how little they like each other in all actuality. It's amazing. And as with regards to the murder mystery itself, the film, at first, you think it's oh, this person's the killer, in the same way everyone else thinks this person the killer. But then the film's psych, nope, from the very get-go. And it does that, again, thanks to the great chemistry between the characters, plus all the fact that all the characters are well-rounded and three-dimensional. It is amazingly well throughout the film. I had at least 2, maybe 3 theories as to who was the killer. All of them were wrong. Just all of them. The very ending, and when the killer is revealed, it is equal parts amazing, hilarious, and as nihilistic as Sophie describes the characters as pretending to be on the internet. It is a sight to behold in terms of that. It's also, the special effects are handled well. This isn't exactly a special effects movie, but it's a film in which people get murdered, and the gore is well handled and is disturbing to see. Plus, this, and also how I mentioned with the cinematography, the film is mainly bathed in black, white, and red. And whenever you see red, well, yeah, something's bad's about to happen. Somebody about to die. It's so good. Also, the comedy. The comedy is so comedically dark. It's hilarious. Like, there is not a single comedic moment that doesn't land. And a lot of the comedy is derived from the fact that a lot of these rich people try to use progressive causes to try and disguise the fact that in all actuality, they are awful, awful people. Three-dimensionally awful people, but awful people. And yeah, it's to that end, I can see some people looking at this film and thinking, oh, Bodies is a takedown of, woke liberal people. No, it's not. It's a takedown of rich, privileged people trying to use progressive causes to disguise their character flaws. It's amazing. And so, with all that in mind, thanks to amazing cinematography, great, perfect casting, and a pitch black comedic and well-written script, I will be giving Bodies 5 out of 5 stars. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. If you like this review and would like to see more like it, be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. And for today's comment section prompt of the day, what is your favorite whodunit murder mystery movie?